I have a job phone interview in just a few minutes. I'm a little nervous. Facebook on this day is a cool thing, and then sometimes it reminds you of, things past. Today, it reminded me of the team that I had. I was the director of education for an association for about 11 years, almost 12. No, it's 11. And so I guess 3 years ago today, we had one of our team retreats, which was always amazing. Everybody would come into town who worked remotely or worked out of town, and we got together and we spent 2 days, 3 days, and we talked and we did creative things, and we went on field trips, and we went out for lunch and for dinner, and we just collaborated, and it was just the most amazing thing. I was laid off in 2015, about a few weeks ago, July 2015, after a big shakeup, reorganization kind of a thing. It was startling, it was shocking, and if you've been laid off before, you know what I'm feeling. Kind of humiliating and horrible, like all your work was for nothing. And the most important thing that you miss, forget about yourself, is you miss your team. I miss my team. I'm an extrovert, and so after I was laid off, I wandered around. I needed people to talk to. I needed crowdsourcing. I needed to just be part of a group and talk through things and share knowledge, and it was very challenging. And it's been 2 years now. My life has gone in many multiple directions. And prior to, I've always been in theater. So this is just something, if you want to know something about me. I have a BA in theater. I started my life out in my younger ages in theater. And then at a point, probably right when I was about 30, I said, yikes, I have to pay my rent. So I sort of, oh, my tea's ready. Want to come with me? Here. So I sort of said to myself, okay, yay, tea, stop. I said to myself, it's time to do something grown up. I guess you get that way when you're in your 20s, late 20s, about to be 30. You want to be grown up. And so I got a job as an administrative assistant, and then I just sort of followed in a path of administration and moved on to meeting planning. And then when that sort of meeting planning thing ended, I decided I wanted to go into training and development because my parents were teachers, my sister and brother-in-law were teachers. I did a stint at teaching at Loyola as an adjunct, teaching communications. I loved it, but I realized I loved adults better, which led me into training and development, which is an area that I actually really, really love, and I want to continue in that area. But as a creative, I also, I want to explore other avenues. But I don't want to do that alone. I realize that I need people. A good friend of mine said, you're going to think I'm crazy and you're going to think that I'm like all over the place. And I probably am. But a good friend of mine said, you have to have, begin with the end in mind. And I know somebody else said that, but he always says this. And he says, on your wall, put your end goal. Whatever your end goal is, put it on the wall, and then put a start, and then stare at it every single day, and take those messages from the universe as they come in, and plot out your plan as they come in. And that's what I'm doing. Anyway, today's ramble. I'm a little rambly today, so I apologize. It is Tuesday, and I'm a little nervous. But I think the end that I'm trying to get in my brain is I love being with my team. I love being with a team. I love that experience of lots of ideas, and so this month I've said to myself, I'm going to go out with people. And I may have said this in other videos, but I've sort of like this self-imposed exile while I'm trying to figure things out. And in August, I need to be with people. So I've scheduled lunches, and I've volunteering and doing all this stuff so I could be with people and get that energy again. And I think once that energy comes back into my life about working with people and being with people, that next thing will happen. Whether this job happens or not, that's just another notch in this thing I've got on my wall, this sort of journey map that I've got on my wall. We'll see if it works. Okay, I hope you're doing okay. It's Tuesday. What kind of journey are you taking? Where are you going? What kind of help do you need? Is there anything I can help you with? And you're probably thinking, you're a little too wacky to help me. But really and truly, I'm a connector, and that's what I like to do. I like to help others more than help myself. Ugh. So write me in the comments if there's anything that I can help you with, or if there's anything you want to talk about. I'm happy to chat. Have a great day. You're awesome.